And we're gonna come into a reclining bound angle position with a heart opener. So if you do have a towel that you'd like to use, or if you have a couple of blocks, those would be great to grab. If you want a little bit of extra support for your heart opener today, you can take a towel or a block and just set it between your shoulder blades lengthwise along your spine, just to give a little bit more opening in the pose today. So we're going to be focusing in around some heart openers today, just to kind of pull in that concept of gratitude as we come into this week of Thanksgiving. So soles of the feet together, just allowing the knees to relax out to the side, tucking the shoulder blades underneath you, allowing the arms to just relax in a palms up position. And then once you're there, and you've found some comfort, or you're in a comfortable position that works for your body today, go ahead and allow the eyes to close or lower the gaze. And just notice where you are right now. Notice any thoughts that come up for you. Notice the quality of your breath. Notice any areas of tension or discomfort. Just do your best to be mindful of those areas as we practice today. And then we'll start with a cleansing breath. So inhaling through the nose. Big, heavy sigh through the mouth, letting all the breath go. And one more time, nice deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale, big, heavy sigh through the mouth. And then just start to come into a belly breath. So inhaling and exhaling at a rate that feels comfortable and available to you without straining or stressing too much about it. Notice the rise and fall of the breath with each inhale and exhale. Notice the sensations that you feel as you lengthen the breath. And as you inhale, think about something that you have gratitude for this week. So not just something that you're thankful for, but something that you really have a deeper sense of appreciation towards or for. Whatever that is, bringing that into the heart. And really just being mindful of that as you practice today. And then as you continue to breathe in and out, come up with another thing that you're grateful for. And maybe this is a person in your life. And then I want you to bring that person into your heart today during our practice. Maybe there's a dedication to that individual during your practice today, or maybe you just send some positive thoughts to that person as you practice. And I think during the times that we're in right now, even the small things we can have a sense of appreciation and gratitude for, whether it's being able to take a few minutes to move our body during our work day, whether it's a peaceful yet quiet meal with our immediate family or someone in our household. Or maybe it's just doing a kind or a nice thing for a stranger. And then I invite you to take one more cleansing breath, inhaling through the nose. Big, heavy sigh through the mouth. And then when you feel ready, just start to slowly bring the knees back up to the center so they're facing up towards the ceiling. And then if you did take a towel or a block and put it between the shoulder blades, you can just scoot it off to the side. And then soles of the feet are going to be on the mat. Let's take the arms up to goalpost arms or out to a T, whatever feels the most comfortable for you today. Take a deep breath in with your knees up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, send the knees to the left. Turn your gaze to the right. Begin to windshield wiper the legs. So inhale, knees up to center. Exhale, let them drop to the right. Turn the gaze to the left. And just flow with your breath. Moving, beginning to invite some movement into the hips and into the spine. Just at whatever pace is right for you today. Maybe just keeping in mind that sense of gratitude that we started our practice with as you move your body today. Gratitude for our bodies and everything that they do for us every day, but especially today and this week. And then the next time you drop your legs to the right side, go ahead and just hold it over there. Take a couple nice deep breaths. Allow the rib cage to expand on that left side. And then bring the knees back up to center. Let them drop to the left. Couple nice deep breaths. Allow the right side of the rib cage to expand. Turn your gaze to the right. Appreciating the ability to take a nice complete breath in and out. And then when you're ready, bring the knees back up to center. Bring the arms down at the sides. Step the feet in so they're about hips distance apart. Inhale and come up to bridge pose. Just lift the hips a little bit higher. Maybe open the chest a little bit more, lift the chin. Continuing to breathe. Just be in your body, notice what you feel. If it's available to you, float the left leg, just nice and easy, not too strenuous. If that doesn't work for you today, then just keep both feet on the mat. Good, slowly let that left foot come down, lift both hips high towards the ceiling. Lift the chin, walk the shoulder blades underneath you a little bit more, opening the heart further, float the right leg. Pressing into that standing leg on the left side. Good, place the right foot on the floor, lift both hips up, lift the chin, keeping the base of the throat and the heart open. As you exhale, release the hips down, draw the knees into the chest, taking the knees out a little bit wider, just rock gently from side to side. Kind of massaging out the low back, create a little bit of a counter pose here, bringing that flexion or rounding into the spine. And then reach down for either the instep or the outer part of your foot. Press the feet into the hands for happy baby or wide leg straddle. If it feels good, rocking or alternating, straightening one leg at a time. Lengthening the inner thighs and the hamstrings. And then slowly drawing the knees back into the chest, begin to rock lengthwise along your spine. Just 1 or 2 times, and then eventually crossing at the ankles at the top of your mat, and then coming into tabletop. With your pace of breathing, start to cycle through cat and cow pose. So inhale, coming into cow, shining the heart forward. Exhale, tuck and round. Cat pose. Take 2 more cycles. Inhale, drop the belly. Cow pose. Exhale, tuck and round. Cat. One more cycle. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, tuck and round. Cat pose. And then walk the hands a little bit more forward. Drop the front of the hips down, come into cobra pose. If that's not available to you, then come all the way down to your tummy, baby cobra. Heart forward, breathing and lengthening the front body, opening the heart. Good, release all the way to your tummy, turn the toes out to the side, coming into crocodile pose. Toes are out to the side, stack the hands, forehead rests on the hands. Belly breaths. Inhale for 2, exhale for 2. Notice how you feel. Good. Release the hands, bring them back down at your sides. Walk the feet in so they're hips distance apart again. Inhale, come up to locust pose variation, just with your chest and arms. So leave the tops of the feet on the mat, drawing the shoulder blades in and down. And then if you'd like, interlace your hands on top of the sacrum. Open the chest and shoulders a little bit further. Pause and breathe. Again, opening across the heart center today. Coming out of that rounded shoulder posture. Finding some activation between the shoulder blades to help give us that openness across the chest. Good. Slowly release down. Place the hands underneath the shoulders and come back up to tabletop. In tabletop, go ahead and send the right leg back. So toes are still going to be on the mat, and then rotate over to your left hand and knee for modified half moon. So heart is open to the side. And then we'll take an optional heart and hip opener here. So floating that top leg if it's available to you. Bending the knee, reaching back for the top of the foot. And then for a quad stretch, you'll pull that heel towards your buttock. For more of a heart opener and a back bend, you'll press the foot into the hand. Pause and breathe. Gaze is up or down, whatever feels best on the neck. And then if you grabbed the foot, slowly release it. Keep the leg lifted or set it down, but sweep that right arm up and over next to the ear, reaching fingertips over your head. On that bottom arm, think about turning the elbow crease towards your thumb. Look up or down, or maybe alternate between looking up and down. Kind of releasing tension out of the neck. Good. Everything comes to release into tabletop. Drop the belly, heart forward, cow pose. Exhale, tuck and round, cat. Inhale, tabletop, neutral spine, shrugging the shoulders down away from the ears. This time we'll send the left toes back. Rotate over to your right hand and knee. Float the left arm high, reaching through those fingertips, grounding down through the outer edge of that left foot. And then optional hip and heart opener, floating the top leg, reaching back, trying to bring that knee in line with your hip for more of that back bend, heart opening posture. Pressing the foot into the hand. Good activation around the shoulder girdle, as well as the thigh. If you chose to grab that foot, release it, either floating that leg or setting it down, and then send the left arm up and over. Reaching through the fingertips, lengthening the left side body. Good. Slowly release back to tabletop. And then walk the hands a little bit more forward, tuck the toes under, and find your variation of downward facing dog. And then as you come into down dog, just start to pedal out your feet a little bit. alternate dropping the knees into center. Just kind of noticing how the pose feels for you today. Noticing any areas in your body where you might need a little bit of extra attention as we practice today. And then today in down dog, I want you to think about sending the elbow creases towards each other, grounding through the hands, and kind of melting your heart back towards your thighs. So even if that's hard for you to visualize or think about doing, just imagine that happening. And then looking forward towards your hands, take a walk up to the top of your mat and come into garland or malasana pose. So your feet are going to be toed out to about 45 degrees. You're going to be in that deep yogi squat. So hands are going to come to heart center. Press the elbows or press the knees gently out to the side and lift the chin. Think about growing a little bit taller in the pose. So lifting the top of the head up. And then as you inhale, set your right fingertips down. Reach your left arm up and over to side stretch to the right. Deep breath in, reach both arms up. And then exhale, left arm down, right arm up and over. Good, deep breath in, both arms reach all the way up. And then if it's available to you, keep reaching through your fingertips, draw your belly in, and float your heels. Feeling that activation around the ankles. A little bit of balance as you draw the navel in, let go of tension in the tops of the shoulders. And then as you exhale, let the heels float down. Set both hands in the center. Leave the left fingertips tented and inhale the right arm back. So you're opening your heart to the side wall. And then just take a gaze back at those right fingertips. And then as you exhale, release, set the right hand down. Nice and long through the spine, belly in. Send the left arm back, following your gaze. Following your hand with your gaze. Good, stay lengthened through the spine. As you exhale, release back to center, plant your hands. Toe heel your feet in so they're about hips distance apart, and find a generous forward fold. So just ragdoll, big forward fold, C-shaping the spine, maybe grabbing opposite elbows if that feels good to you. Maybe swaying gently from side to side. Recalling that intention that you set for your practice today, bringing that back into your heart, and just being with it as we practice today. Dangling your fingertips for the floor. On an inhale, come up to a flat back. Belly is in. As you exhale, round and fold. Take your time, press through your feet, come all the way up to stand. Look up, sweep your arms up. And then as you exhale, open the chest, pull the elbows towards the side bodies. So broadening across the collarbones, breathing in. Good, as you inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale, press through your feet, reach all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, one more half sun salutation. Inhale, sweeping up, looking up. Exhale, open up the chest, elbows towards the sides. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold, leading with your heart. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale, press through your feet, sweep all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good lunge salutation next. Inhale, sweeping up, looking up. Exhale, open the chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step the right foot back, high lunge, or if you prefer, set the back knee down and come into low lunge. So back knee is straight, soften the tops of the shoulders, breathe, maybe open up those arms a little bit wider. On an exhale, hands to the mat, plank pose. In plank, take a breath in. Release the breath, set the knees down, lower all the way to your tummy, locust pose, breathe in. Float the arms, float the feet, breathing into that back body, opening the front body. Good, hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Pressing your heart back towards your thighs, head and neck in line with the spine. Looking forward, set your right foot between your hands, inhale, high lunge, or set that back knee down and come to low lunge. If you're in high lunge, you're on the ball of the back foot, back knee is straight, shoulders line up over your pelvis. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to the mat, step forward, inhale, flat back, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press through the feet, sweep all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, open the chest. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step the right foot back, high lunge or low lunge, rise. Soft tops of the shoulders, lift your gaze, knee over the ankle on the front leg. Exhale, hands to the mat, find plank pose. Press into that mid-back, breathe in, breathe out, set your knees down, lower all the way to your tummy. Inhale, locust pose. If you'd like, float your arms up over your head. If that doesn't work for you, keep them back at your sides. Exhale, hands to the mat, down dog. Pause and breathe, cleansing breath whenever you need it today. Looking forward to the hands, step the right foot through, high lunge, rise. Soft tops of the shoulders, opening that left hip flexor, knee is straight on the back leg. Exhale, hands to the mat, step forward, breathe in, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, moving on. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, open the chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step the right foot back, high lunge, rise. Good. Exhale, prayer twist to the left, hooking that right elbow on the outside of the left knee. So be mindful, you can set that back knee down for that prayer twist. Otherwise, you're twisting from high lunge. Good. Reach the left arm back. Opening the chest a little bit further. Pause and breathe. Maybe reach the right fingertips for the floor. Good. Chest is lifted. Heart to that left wall. Feel the activation in your legs. Good. Big sweep with the arm. Open up, warrior two. Look over the left hand. Pause and breathe. Long wingspan here. Good. Interlace your hands on top of the sacrum. Draw down and back. Open the chest. Lift the chin. Beautiful. Good, release the hands. Windmill your hands all the way down to the mat. Step it back to plank pose. Good, from your toes or your knees, lower halfway chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, locust or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Heart presses back towards the thighs. Keep your head and neck in line with your spine. Looking forward, right foot steps through. Come up to high lunge. Rise. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. So as you take that spine twist, try to do your best not to collapse onto your front leg. So keep lifting your heart. That back knee always wants to bend, so send that knee crease towards the ceiling. Open those hands up nice and wide. Reach those right fingertips for the back wall. So you're opening your heart to the side. Beautiful. Back knee is straight. Pause and breathe. Belly is in. Notice the activation in your legs. Good. Big sweep up. Warrior two. Pivot the back heel down. Settle into that front leg. Soften the tops of the shoulders. We'll take that interlacing of the hands right on top of the sacrum again. Draw down and back. Lift your chin up. Shoulder blades pull together, still keeping that bend in your front knee. Good. Release the hands. Take them out to shoulder height. Look over the right hand. Exhale, hands to the mat. Plank pose. Pause and breathe. Good. Lower halfway chaturanga. Inhale, any back bend. Cobra, up dog, locust. Exhale, downward facing dog. Heart presses towards the thighs, elbow creases towards each other. Feel the ground beneath your hands and feet. Pause and breathe. Good. Inhale, float the shoulders over your hands, plank pose. Walk down to your forearms for forearm plank. Good. Belly is in, press into that middle part of your back. Set your knees down, then lower your hips and your belly. Look forward, come to Sphinx pose. So just scooting your elbows out just a hair more. Nice passive back bend, lift your heart. We're gonna do a couple of those forearm plank roll-ups. So you're gonna come from Sphinx pose, you're gonna pull your belly up, your thighs, and then your knees. Come to forearm plank, and then we're gonna take 2 breaths in forearm plank. So inhale and exhale 2 times. Press into that mid back, and then we're gonna release slowly. Knees, thighs, belly. Look forward. Lift your chin. Feel that length in the abdominal muscles. Good. Pause and breathe. As you exhale, lift your belly, thighs, knees. Forearm plank. Pause and breathe. 3 breaths this time. Good. Then release. Knees, thighs, tummy. Look forward to Sphinx. You have 1 more. Pause and breathe. As you exhale, draw the belly in. Thighs lift. Knees lift. Forearm plank. 4 breaths. Press into that mid-back. Perfectly fine to set your knees down on the mat. Pause and breathe. And then exhale, release, lower slowly. Last time, Sphinx. As you feel ready, hands come underneath the shoulders, downward facing dog, hips high. Grounding through your hands and feet. Look up to your hands, take a walk up to the top of your mat. Breathe into a flat back. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale, press through your feet. Sweep all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. I have 1 standing balance for you today, a heart and hip opener. We'll take your variation of either standing half bow or dancer pose. So come to mountain pose at the top of your mat. Palms are forward, open up the chest and shoulders. Shift your weight onto your right foot and go ahead and start to bend your left knee. Take that left hand and catch the instep of your left foot. Your hand can go straight ahead. So straight ahead in line with your shoulder, palm up. This is standing half bow. If it's available to you, you'll start to press your foot into your hand, shift your weight more forward, and come into your variation of dancer pose. Do your best to keep your knee in line with your hip. Pause and breathe. Good. Slowly come out of it. You'll take that lifted leg, cross it all the way over for eagle prep. So you're going to sit into that figure 4 stretch, hands come to heart center. Counter pose. A little bit of flexion in the spine, tailbone tucks under, belly is in. Open the hip. Pause and breathe. Exhale, mountain pose. Shift the weight onto your left foot and circle out the right foot. So same thing, second side. Remember in our balance poses, we're gonna stand nice and tall on that leg. So you'll shift your weight to your left. Start to bend your right knee. Keep the activation in that standing leg. Reach back for the instep of your right foot. You might stay right here. Left arm floats forward, palm up towards the sky. Find that focal point. If it's available to you, dancer pose. Pressing the foot into the hand, nice active back bend, heart opener, hip opener. Good. As you start to come out of it slowly, take that lifted leg, cross it all the way over, eagle prep. Sit into that figure 4 stretch. Tailbone tucks under. Getting some energy into the palms here if hands are at heart center. Pause and breathe. And start to slowly stand up on that left leg. Come back to mountain pose. Circle out the left foot. Awesome job. Good. Back into mountain pose, palms forward. Just pause for a moment here in standing. If it's available to you, close your eyes just briefly or take the gaze down. Cleansing breath in through the nose. Big heavy sigh through the mouth. One more time, inhaling through the nose. Big heavy sigh through the mouth. And just pause here in standing. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Notice your body. Take a moment of gratitude for everything that your body does for you each and every day. For your ability to be able to move from one pose to the next, from one point to the next. Breathing with ease for health. And when you feel ready, go ahead and blink your eyes open. Take a seat in the middle part of your mat. And then however you want to get down to your back. So if you want a little bit more core stability here, you can engage your belly and come down slowly. If that doesn't work for you today, just come down through your side. And then once you're on your back, take a full body stretch. So you're gonna get as long as you can on your mat, reaching out fingertips to toes. Think about taking up space. Contacting as much of the ground as you can. And scan your body here. I invite you to explore any other poses that might complete your practice today or that might feel good for your body. So maybe a reclining spinal twist, reclining pigeon, knees to chest. And just really taking these few moments to listen to what your body needs. when you feel like your practice is complete at any point, you can come into Shavasana. And then as you make your way into Shavasana today, if you'd like to come back to that reclining bound angle pose that we took at the beginning of the practice, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, traditional Shavasana is also perfectly fine. Just find an openness across the chest and the heart center. Let your feet and ankles relax. Fall comfortably out to the sides of the mat. And take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Big, heavy sigh through the mouth. Just taking this time to pause. Allowing the ground to support you. Allowing your heart to be open to new perspectives. New things in your day.